World War II was a time of a lot of different prosperous ideas, oftentimes involving warfare, and led to the modern era, including the Geneva Convention and anything that prohibits war from becoming as bad as it did during the Second and First World War. But it also came with some very crazy, kind of funny to think about ideas, a lot of which were credited to the Germans, who, when they noticed they were losing the war, started trying to create different types of weapons and whatnot that on paper sounded as terrible as they were off paper, but they were just trying to throw anything in order to be able to get a fighting chance. But one of the worst ideas, potentially one of the most dangerous, even more dangerous than the Manhattan Project, which created the nuclear bomb, was this idea that was pitched to the president at the time, saying they should take bats and put delayed incendiary rounds and strap them onto the bats and release them into Tokyo and the surrounding cities, so that during the day they would go roost into the different buildings, oftentimes attics or whatnot, and then after about an hour or so, the incendiary rounds would catch and it would burn the city down. And thankfully, the Manhattan Project had succeeded, so they didn't have to do that plan, because it was estimated that if that was to have taken effect, it would have done far more damage than the nuclear bombs. And not only that, it would have killed much more people and destroyed far more of the city than what the actual nuclear bombs would have done. And needless to say, we could very much not do that nowadays with Geneva Convention and all the other things put into place. So that's probably not going to happen again. But it's funny to think of that was suggested at any point, and the fact that that was a very plausible, very good strategy.